Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Welcome everyone, you're watching Crypto Hamster channel. This is a very short update what is happening on crypto market. So we see the Bitcoin rising recently, and it shows just while I'm making this video, it shows nice spikes to the upside, and maybe it is just a rise to the new local high. Probably it would be, I would say it would be expected, taking account all that happened recently. So just look at the momentum of the moving, and use your stops if you want to ride this wave. And also I was going to mention some general trend recently in the market, and you can see, for example, if you look at the most of the altcoins out there, like well, ADA, maybe not the best example. Let's try this one, Icon. So in principle, this was the time when most of the altcoins reached the bottom, at least like a significant amount of those which are reasonable at middle of August, and then it had some rise and then drop and sideways. But technically, you see, from this point, most of them gained certain profit, certain increase in price. For example, for Icon, it's like just 20%, 30-25%, but most of them, a lot of them, like 50%, 100% or something like that. And often people, there are like the two kinds of narrative about this process. First, people would say, okay, this is the time when the altcoins are starting to rise, and this is like a precursor of the bigger major move upwards. And another group of people saying that well, actually this is already, the move was done, and it's the time to correction, because the market is really cold, and we are better to wait until it will reach the bottom once again before we will step in. And so both positions are understandable, but I will be more inclined to the first one, especially that we had a lot of the expectation of Bitcoin going down, and this is the one which I expect too. I think that Bitcoin must go down, but the more people will think that, the more likely it not happened. So just to be a bit of counter side on the opinion, on the standpoint which I used to do, this is often useful to try that. So in that way, as like the standard hedge to your positions, to your strategy, is to partially invest in your favorite coins, including Bitcoin, expecting that it will rise, but just keep some additional fund to step in if it will not rise and fall, so you can average, etc. And also today I was going to talk about this particular coin, Elastos. You see, recently, well, actually it had a lot of the hype and a lot of the profits initially, and now it dropped as most of the other altcoins. Now it has actually, I think, a local low, and it's below the ICO price actually. And if you would look at the volume, it's basically not that impressive, and also a lot of people saying some kind of FUD about that. So I didn't look carefully at what's the background, but if it would be something really outrageous, then the drop will be not that smooth. Probably we'll see something as we would have with Oyster Pearl. At some point, technical analysts say that everything is included in price, and at some point they're right. So I don't really care what kind of FUD there is. I see that there is a bottom, and well, sort of a bottom, and this is the best price you can get for the very huge period of time. And also Elastos is not the project which you would think as a scam one or something. So considering all that, I would say that at the moment Elastos is really interesting position to buy, and currently in my opinion it's really worth trying to see how sharp rise drop was on KuCoin, and now it's basically touching the previous bottom as just I mentioned before. So it has a double bottom, and then it will go, if it will go rise from that point. Also you see the volume around here, so if it will rise from that point, it will be really nice opportunity to have a nice trade. So actually I made a trade yesterday, just a little, but just for check how it works. I don't want to make a big stake here, but still, in my opinion, not financial advice, this is a very nice situation to finally get into position if you didn't have it yet. So that is it for today, guys. Very short. I hope you learned something and maybe think on the situation on a different angle. If you like, please leave a like and a comment, and I see you tomorrow in the next update. Safe trading, guys. Goodbye.